Good morning, traders. It is Tuesday, the 2nd of December, 2025. I'm your host, Jason Allen. Thanks for coming. My pleasure to be here with you. Want to go ahead and get right to work so we can get our day started properly. Want to remind everybody, though, that we're heading into the kind of the really slow season of the year. After about the 15th, it's going to slow down dramatically. So I always like to consider my end of year right about there, and then usually right before Christmas all the way through the second of the new year, second day of the new year, I consider myself gone. So I'll probably be putting the broadcasts on hold near the end of the month, most likely. So I'll keep you posted on that. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get started with today's Trader's Daily Discipline. And here's our quote of the day to get us rolling. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. And that's from Napoleon Bonaparte. Fascinating guy, one of the great antichrists of history, crowned himself emperor when he was in charge of entire military, I guess everything in Europe from France forward, right? Um, One of the more interesting things about Napoleon is he didn't like it when his men in uniform, his troops, wiped their nose on the sleeve of their uniform in the cold weather. So he ordered buttons to be installed on all of the uniforms right at that area where you could, I guess, wipe your nose. So part of the reason why every time you see somebody wearing a suit, if you look closely, there's buttons along their cuff. Um, I think that's left over from Napoleon. I was told that that was like a fashion statement left over from Napoleon's decree and order that no one is allowed to wipe their nose anymore. But anyway, I like this quote. As traders, never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake. It kind of alludes to the fact that half the battles can be won by doing nothing and just waiting for the other guy to make a mistake. If that's true, then how much of our results are we not letting just happen because our enemy is making a mistake and we're trying to outthink him or outdo what he's doing and win him, and he's in the middle of making a mistake. That means we don't have to do anything except wait. Maybe that would be a better course of action. In my opinion, a lot of trading is really just sitting around waiting. It really is. If you look at the price difference from an entry point, say 3 weeks ago, and where it is right now, I bet there's a whole bunch of you out there that would have said, if I would have just sat and did nothing, I'd have done really well. But then you're going to talk yourself out of that by saying something like this. Yeah, but I didn't know this. I couldn't have foreseen that. And there was no way to be ready for this happening and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's true. But if you go back and look historically at all the markets, at all the times, points in history that they could be, really look at them. Really look at what you're looking at there. You'll notice that they all function basically about the same. There's always that gentle, steady move in one direction. There's a little surprise, which is whipsaw, right? But then there's nothing else. So really, it's basically doing nothing is learning how to wait for the wackiness gets out of the way, and the market continue moving to where it's going to go. Um, in my opinion, that's not as hard as it looks. It really requires confidence and discipline, and that's something that your enemy doesn't have. So when you're looking at an opportunity in the markets and you can't really tell what might be the next move coming, it's okay. Take a step back and ask yourself, is my enemy, the guy that I'm competing against out there, is he about to make a mistake? Because if he is, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to wait and let it play out. Because half the battles can be won by doing nothing while your enemy screws himself over. All right, guys, that being said, I'll let you get back to your morning. Good luck today, and I will see you tomorrow on Wednesday. Have a great day. Thanks.